Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another pre-game show of the Hockey National Show with the hockey coach, Coach FRENCHY. Game number 73 for the Montreal Canadiens. Tonight, they host the Winnipeg Jets. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to give you everything you need to know for the roster, the stat, the injuries, everything. And at the end of the video, I give you more stat about other players in NHL as a rookie, like also Justin Barron. But before we start, do you know what I'm talking about? Yes, please click on the likes. Of course, subscribe, sharing this video. Finally, tell me what you think about game between the Jets and the Montreal Canadiens. Let's dive in right away. Don't waste some time. Let's talking about what we need to know, what's going to happening tonight. First of all, the first thing I want to mention is, of course, is out by number. Game o'clock, 7 o'clock. We invite you to join the coach for the play-by-play tonight. At 7 o'clock on the YouTube channel called the Hockey Nation Live Show. All right, Montreal, 20-41-11, 8 on the Atlantic Division, 31 at the bottom of the NHL, 3-5-2 the last 10 game. The last game against Toronto Maple Leafs, the score at 3-2. At home, they are 10-20-4. They have a minus a differential of 85 at that moment. The Winnipeg Jets, not a great season overall. We know last season Montreal beat the Jets 4-0, a sweep during the playoff. They are 6th in the Central Division. They are 34-28-11. The last 10 games are 5-4-1. They won the last game, beat Ottawa Senators yesterday by a score 4-3. On the road, they are 14-13-8. The differential is -4. The power play, pretty good for them. We know with Kyle Connor what he can do. 21.7, Montreal at the bottom at the NHL 31. The penalty kill, both of them struggled since the beginning of the season, 28-29. The goals for Winnipeg score a little bit more, 3.07 versus 2.60 for Montreal. The goal again, 19 for the Winnipeg Jet, Montreal 31, and then a shot for on the net, Montreal are 25th, but the Jet shot a lot, 32.4 per game, and the face-off, great for the Winnipeg Jet, they are at a 51.1 per game on the face-off percentage, 12 in the NHL. Montreal is 22nd. The best leader for each team with most the point for Montreal Ziski with 54. They have also 19 goals with this. Jake Allen lead now for the goaltender with 9 W. Finally, Petrie still at 22-15 TOI. For the Jet, it's all about, guys, Kyle Connor. 84 points, 42 goals, 42 assists. Unbelievable the season Kyle has with the Jets. Connor Hellebuck don't have a great year so far, but still have 26 W of the 34. Josh Morrissey played the most at TOI with 23-42. Shopping up, what you need to know. You already know the first part of the number one. The only thing you need to know now, Montembeault visit KIMBERLY as the goaltender starter for both teams. The last 5 games, Montreal is 2-3-0, differential -4. They are only 1-12 and the last 5 games and 1-19 also on power play. The PK is 5-18. Allen is stat 3.30 goal average. Again, the save percentage 905. The last best player right now for the last 5 games for Montreal, Caulfield with 5 points. Caulfield have a straight of 4 goals at that moment with 1 goal per game. In the last 4 games, Gallagher at 4 assists. Gallagher is +5. The strategy I want the Montreal learn or they have to apply tonight is really pay attention more at Kyle Connor. He's really the catalyzer of this team with 84 points, like I mentioned earlier. Pressure the D. I think if Montreal can apply a great forecheck on the D, maybe create some more turnover, give away puck, that will help in the Montreal Canadiens. Finally, shot on the net. We know it's Eric Comrie, backup number 2. And I think that would be great if they can shot on the net and go play for the rebound. Finally, the player you have to watch for the Jet, of course, Kyle Connor. We have Pierre-Luc Dubois. We have Wheeler, Nikolai Heller, and of course, Blake Wheeler, the captain of the Winnipeg Jets. It's time we now tell you what happening for the Montreal last 10 game at 3-5-2. It's Frenchel -8, 3-28 only on power play. It's below at 10. It's a little bit over 10% to be honest with you. Power play or the PK is 8-41 at that moment for the Montreal. Game number 73. Here we go for the roster, what you need to know. First of all, Montreal, Martin St. Louis talked about this morning. He bring back in the lineup Corey Schoenemann, and also Rand Pullen in the lineup. Who is out? Chris Whiteman, Michael Pesera. Both of them are out. We heard also during the weekend, Jonathan Drouin is going to be out for a minimum 6 months with a wrist surgery happening last Friday in New York. Montembeault is between the pipe for the Montreal Canadiens during the weekend also after the injury of the Jake Allen Saturday night. The Montreal called up for the Laval Rocket, Caden Primo. And then everybody was excited to see if Carey Price is going to be on the in the net tonight. No. We have to wait. I will not expect him until during the weekend. I will not be surprised. Friday night, Saturday night, Carey Price start is beginning of the season at some point. That's what I expect. Martin said we talked during the press conference today about 2 players in particular. Jesse Ilonen and also Josh Anderson. Let's start with Jesse. He talked about, he said, look, I did not know him a lot. I started learning him here when I got a job. And talking about him, look, he have a great skate. He skate well. He have a great shot. He pay attention to the details. He work hard. And also, he need to learn for right now is to calm down his game. So what happening is this part. When you're new players in NHL, you didn't play a lot of games, so we missed experience. The game is fast. When you get experience about NHL, the game is starting to be more slower. It's a bit of perspective of the ex-NHL players, to be honest with you. I just love to listening, saying we. It's really true. Right now, he just missed experience in NHL. When he's going to get through those like 40, 50, 1 year, 2 years, you're going to see his friend JC. And I think if he have no reason this kid cannot play bottom 6 for the Montreal Canadiens. I love the way he play. More time on TOI on power play that we're helping him also. He have a great release, like he said. That's the first one. The second one, talk about Josh Anderson. Someone asked him, so what's going on with Josh Anderson? Start really great at the beginning. Now he's slower. He's had more difficult time. He said, look, I don't want to make any excuse to him. One part of the reason he struggles is because of me. Talk about Martin St. Louis. So why him? It's because Martin said, look, I tried to show him because he's a great skater. He's fast, right? He go north-south. And what I want him to understand is to see the details of the game. Sometimes you don't have to be always play the same ways. You have to adapt a different situation. So slower your game. Watch more. Pay attention to the details. You don't have to go always fast, right? He's a great work ethic, he said. He work hard. He's a good player, right? But I want to show him another dimension of the game. The reason he tried to learn right now make him some difficulties. I'm the responsible about this, why he don't contribute like he was. But at long term, that will pay off the Montreal Canadiens. And that's the reason right now I work with Josh Anderson. Martin St. Louis is just amazing during the press conference. I love to hear that. Then he asked him about his special team. He said, look, I understand what's going on power play, but we don't work a lot on power play. Like I do on the even strength 5 versus 5. He missed a couple of pieces, a puzzle right now, and I understand that. But really, it's like a roller coaster. Sometimes we are good, sometimes we are bad. But we need to work better at some points during the next season before the season starts on the breakout and most important on the entrance offensive zone. He said when we are set up on breakout on the setup power play, we look better. The puck movement is good. The players find a way to put the puck on the blade tape to tape. But its entrance is difficult, and also our breakout have to be better. So that's what's going on about that. Let's move on now for the Jet. Almost done on first slate. So we know both teams met each other during the playoff. They have a good success. First of all, the Edmonton sweep the Jet sweep the Edmonton, and then Montreal sweep the Jet, and then go all the way to the finals. But But obviously for right now, I don't see both teams make the playoff. Montreal is already eliminated. The Jets are almost there. And I don't see what's going on with them. It will happen, obviously. I see a team have a really difficult year, like in Montreal. Both teams fired their coach. They up and down. They have a lot of injuries. Like tonight, Mark Sheffley is out. Blake Wheeler and also Logan Stanley are game decision. So they battle like this all year long. They missed, what, 30, 40 games for Nicolas Heller. Now he's back in the lineup. You can see how he contributes for the team. So it's really, really difficult year for both teams, to be honest with you. Dubois, Connor, great year overall. Pierre-Luc Dubois, a lot of questions about him last season. He did not perform well after he got traded from the Columbus to the Winnipeg Jets. This year, cannot complaining. He have a great year for them. What about Kyle Connor? Kyle Connor is the best player for them at that moment, for that team. 84 points, like I mentioned, 42 goals. Also, other players struggled a bit for me was Connor Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck, I feel like he's overwhelming now. He did too many games for the last 3-4 years. I think he needs to recovery, and it would be good for him to miss a couple of months without hockey. His body right now is just dead at that moment, I believe. So it'll be good for him. And then finally, the defensive core does not play at the level they should play. They trade for Andrew Copp. They got back Mason Appleton. But again, I think overall that team like Montreal struggled, to be honest with you. I'm going to give you a couple of information. We go all the time head-to-head, everything like that. I'm going to turn off myself here. But take a time to watching the graphic. Take a time to pause the video. But I want to mention more stats. Don't go nowhere for those. This is the offensive shooting compare for both teams. This is the defense goaltending both teams. Take a time to watch this also. This is the play driving for both teams. But here what I want to talk about. Most information and details of the player like Cole Caulfield and also Alexander Romanov. I don't want to go through this with you, but this gives you an exactly all the analytic work in hockey. They are what I get from people, and I want to share with you. But this is a good example what you do on different facets or categories during the game for both players. If you want to hear more, you would like to hear from other players in NHL or from Montreal Canadiens, please let me know. I will provide this to you for the next video for sure. This is another way we do. This from Jeff Fresh Hockey. You talk about prospect, what they believe for what they accomplish when they turn around as a professional year after year. It's always been for day 1 to day 3. You can see the graphic over there and what their expectation they believe they're going to reach about that one there. So with all those information and what they can, you know, the bottom 6, top 6, and the chance to make the NHL. So that give you an idea about Jesse Allen. I give you another one today, a Justin Barron. You can see the projected chance to become an NHL player is really higher compared to Jesse. And again, if you want to have other players prospect any team or for the Montreal Canadiens, I can provide to you. Request it. Send me an email at coach@coachfrenchy.com or find me on the Twitter and also at the comments after this video, and I will provide to you. Other compare I find on analytic I got from Andy Rono. Same situation. You want to get those kind of information I can provide to you. It's a little bit difficult to see on the video, but on the graphic. But that give you an idea. Maybe below your video post and a bit bigger. But that's compared between Mitch Marner and Andrei Temnikov. I don't want to go all the stats, but that give you an idea who they are. Finally, of course, why not to finish with Sidney Crosby and Alexei Ovechkin with their offense are 96-96. Transition advantage Crosby, defense advantage Crosby. But two are great, amazing player in NHL. Both of you are over 1,400 points during their career so far in NHL. Guys, this complete another pre-game show for the Montreal Canadiens. Tonight, 7 o'clock, they host the Winnipeg Jets. Please don't forget to click on the likes. Please sharing this and leave me some comments. Tell me what you think, your prediction for the game. Finally, yes, yes, yes. You have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. I look forward to see you for the next video with the hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy.